Hi everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I guess it depends on what time of day you're watching this YouTube video. This is Pat. I'm with Recorder for Everyone, and this is lesson 12 in our series of basic recorder lessons. Now, last lesson I quickly showed you how to finger the F sharp on a Baroque recorder. German recorder, you probably need that extra little finger down there. That's our F sharp, so today we're going to work with that F sharp. So after 12 lessons, you now have an 8-note range. That's actually enough notes to play quite a bit of music. You would be surprised how many books are actually out there for easy level recorder playing. So just Google and look around for them. You also would be surprised to note that there's actually free recorder music out there. Just Google it and find it. Of course, it doesn't come with the lovely accompaniments that ours come with, but I do want you to know that it's out there. So you're really ready to move forward, and I hope you've been able to learn some things. Like I've said on many lessons, the beauty of this is you can spend as much time on one video as you want to before going forward. Now, for most of these lessons, I have used this recorder because you could see the holes easily. I think today I'm going to go back and forth between the two. You can hear the subtle differences. I'm always reminding you that plastic recorders can sound good. Whenever they didn't sound good on these videos, I can just blame myself, but I'd rather blame it on the fact that I don't have sophisticated recording equipment. Either way. Now let me just play a simple song. I think I've played part of this in one of the other lessons. Now I'm going to play it on the other recorder. Little blooper there. So you see if you can hear the subtle differences on them. But now we're going to get right into playing. Now the last note we're going to learn to play in this series of lessons is the F sharp. And like any new note, you just want to practice those 3-note patterns. You might want to start on a G. Till you're comfortable with it. Make sure you've got both of those holes covered. You had to do that for the D. Now when you go from an E to an F sharp, you have to do those finger flips. So I would practice starting on a G, F sharp, E, and D with our 3-note pattern. And don't give up too quickly if your lower notes are not coming out. I have some students that I've had for quite a number of years now in my senior recorder classes that really had difficulty with the lower notes in the beginning, but they stuck with it. And now they're playing fine, and they're actually going up into the 2nd octave with notes now. So don't give up on that. Just practice it slowly. You can work on this exercise alone at home because I promised you all songs. So today I'm going to play Skip to My Lou. This is a song that I have thought this out very carefully. This song is going to incorporate the high C, the high D, and the F sharp. G, A, and B is just in every song that we learn now. So you're going to concentrate on those 3 notes in this song. We have our eighth notes, quarter notes, half notes, breath marks, no whole notes in this song or dotted half notes. But I have a question. Here's our F, first space of the staff. But we haven't learned how to play F. We've only learned how to play F sharp. But I don't see any sharp signs. If this is F sharp, there should be a sharp there, a sharp there, and a sharp there, but I don't see it. But they are F sharps. Well, a few lessons ago I said to you, notice that that's a sharp sign. Just remember that I mentioned it to you. So if we look at that sharp sign, it is on the top line of the staff. If you look at it very closely, the middle of that sharp goes right through the middle of that top line. That top line is going through the middle of that sharp sign. So it's called an F sharp. Now in music we have something called a key signature, K-E-Y signature, key signature. I don't know if they call it the same thing in other countries, but that's what we call it in the United States. When they put that sharp sign on that F line, that means every single F in the song is going to be an F sharp. It doesn't matter if it's a high F, a low F, an in-between F. Every F is an F sharp because they don't want to put a sharp sign next to every F in the song. Now, if you're going to sharp other notes, then you have other sharps on other lines and spaces. So that's how we know that's an F sharp. So I'm going to play Skip to My Lou. I think I'll use this one right now. 1, 2, here I go. D was a bit to be desired. But that is the speed of Skip to My Lou. If you can already play it that fast, then you don't need these lessons and you should move on. But start out slowly. Now notice the repeat sign that's there, but for the sake of time, we're not doing that. Practice one line at a time, especially the lines that are tricky, like line number 2 with the F sharp. You have to go from an A to an F sharp. That's the A to the C. The fourth line in the song flips those fingers between the B and the C. Now the second song I'm going to show you today, and then of course the whole idea is that you practice these on your own. This one's going to concentrate on the lower set of notes, going from the G to the E to the D, the F sharp, rather than the high D and the C. Then our next set of songs is going to incorporate all 8 notes together. Now you already learned how to play the top 2 lines of this French folk song. That was when we were doing our BAG songs, and it was au clair de lune. So I'm hoping you remember that, because if you remember that and you can still play that, then you only have to learn these 2 lines of the song. But now this song is written a little differently, so I need you to watch. We start the song, 4/4 time signature, F sharp in the key signature, which means any F we come to on the first space is going to be an F sharp. And remember, you haven't even learned how to play regular F. So we start playing, we have a repeat sign, okay? That means we have to go back and play it again. Then we keep going. Oh, we have something new. D, C, al fine. DC means da capo. It means go back to the beginning. Go back to the top, go back to the head, and start playing again. Al fine, tu fine. Go back to the beginning and play till you come to the word fine, which means finished. I'm done. The song is over. So I'm going to play this whole song. I think I'll use this recorder this time. 1, 2, here I go. So that's the speed of the song. Naturally, you have to start out slowly. Like I said, if you can already play it like that, you don't need these lessons. So I would start right out with the third line, A's to E's. Now remember, the closer your fingers are to the recorder, the easier it is to hit those notes. When you have your fingers far away and you put them down, that's when you miss holes. So keep them close. And the last line, and again, there's that G, F sharp, flip fingers to E, and then D. You can practice that last line with our 3-note pattern. Then you can do it 2 notes. Then you're ready to play it the way it's written. Now I did want to tell you, on our streaming, it's not on the CD, but on our streaming, when you purchase a package or a song, some of the songs have a slower version and a faster version with the music, the accompaniment behind it, and that's really helpful. And if you look at the particular songs, like if you open up a package and look, it will tell you if there's a faster and a slower version. I know Jingle Bells has a faster and a slower version. I know Hot Cross Buns does. And so that's really helpful. So you can play with music and play it at a slower version. Now our next lesson, we're going to probably introduce just 2 more songs. And then after that, I'm going to show you some of the different recorders that are out there and give you some ideas of how to move forward with this recorder playing. I am so grateful to any of you who have come on these websites and stuck with this. I'm not a professional recorder player. I just have a passion for it, and I love it because it's such an inexpensive way to be involved in music. Our senior citizen recorder group is already preparing some outdoor concerts for this summer. Because of the pandemic, we can't be inside anywhere. But, well, that is after the winter snows leave. So thank you so much, and I'll see you for the next lesson.